Gemini OmniFlash is Google's new model for making and editing video. Google first showed it off at their big I/O event back in May. Then on June 30th, they opened it up to developers through the Gemini API and Google AI Studio for the very first time. It's also live inside the Gemini app and Google Flow, and it's rolling out for free on YouTube Shorts and the YouTube Create app. Here's the part that makes it different. Most AI video tools work like a slot machine. You write one big prompt, you hit go, and you pray. If you don't like the result, you start over from scratch. OmniFlash doesn't work like that. You talk to it, you make a video, then you say change the lighting or make the violin invisible or put a hat on that person, and it just does it. And it remembers everything from before. Your characters stay the same. The scene stays the same. Only the thing you asked for changes. Google showed this off in a really clever way. They shared a clip where someone does 4 digital magic tricks. She pulls a 3D balloon word right out of her phone. She pours water from her phone screen into a real glass. And in the corner, there's a tiny original video showing how she actually filmed it before Omni added the effects. So you get to see the before and the after at the same time. It's a smart way to show that this isn't just a filter slapped on top. The model actually understands what's happening inside the video. Now let me break down what OmniFlash can really do in plain English. First, conversational editing. That's the big one. You edit by chatting. You describe the change, and it keeps everything you didn't mention exactly the same. Simple as that. Second, it's multimodal. That's a fancy word that just means you can mix your inputs. You can give it text, an image, and a video all at once, and it blends them into one clip. So you could take a photo, describe emotion, and it brings that photo to life. Third, it's grounded in real-world knowledge. This is the sneaky, powerful part. Omni pulls from Gemini's understanding of history, science, and how the real world actually works. So if you ask it for a claymation explainer of how something works, it doesn't just make something that looks pretty. It actually knows what the thing is and shows it correctly. And fourth, it syncs text and action. You can have words appear on screen exactly when something happens in the video, just by asking for it. Let me make that first one, conversational editing, a bit more real because it's the piece that changes everything. The way it works is that every instruction builds on the last one. So you might start with a clip, then say dim the lights in the room, and it does that. Then you say make the sculpture out of bubbles, and it does that too, without touching anything else you didn't mention. The characters stay consistent, the physics still hold up, the scene remembers what came before. You can change one tiny thing, or you can change the entire world inside the shot, all just by describing it out loud. That's a completely different way of working than what we're used to. One honest heads up though, right now you can't use it to change what a person is actually saying, their voice and their speech. Google has kept that part switched off for now while they work out how to do it safely. So don't go in expecting to rewrite someone's words yet. But for changing what things look like, how they move, and what's happening in the scene, this is the most flexible tool I've come across. Okay, so let me show you how I'd actually put this to work for real. I use this to build out a short video series designed to pull more of the right people into the AI profit boardroom. I took one plain clip, then just talked my way through the edits. I swapped the background, dropped in on-screen text, and matched the whole thing to a hook, all without opening a single editing app. That kind of fast, clean content is exactly what gets the right audience curious about the AI profit boardroom. Here's another one. I ran this to turn a single product image into a set of short explainer clips, walking through what people get inside the AI profit boardroom. I fed it the image, described the motion I wanted, and let it animate the whole thing. Instead of spending a full day filming, I had a batch of clips ready to share about the AI profit boardroom in an afternoon. Now let me get into how this actually works under the hood, because that's where it gets really interesting. The editing runs on something Google calls the Interactions API. In plain terms, that's what lets the model hold a conversation and remember your video from one step to the next. Right now, you can stack up to 3 edits in a row before it starts to lose the thread. So you plan your changes in small, clear steps instead of trying to do everything at once. You can make videos in the wide landscape format or in the tall vertical format that's perfect for shorts and reels. And each clip is about 10 seconds long for now, though Google says longer ones are coming soon. Google also published a benchmark for how OmniFlash performs on video editing, and the whole thing is built to be fast and cost efficient to run. They actually priced it to match one of their faster video models. So it's clearly built for people who want to make a lot of content without a huge expensive setup behind them. They also released a few demo apps you can play with to see it in action. One is called Anywhere. You upload a selfie and it drops you in front of famous landmarks, then animates that photo into a moving clip. Another one is called Space Lift, which reimagines a whole room from a single photo and then shows the new design in motion so you can see the space come alive before you change a thing. And there's Omni Product Studio, which turns a plain product photo into a polished cinematic video. All 3 show the same core idea, start with an image, end with a video in just a few clicks. And this is exactly where the AI profit boardroom comes in, because a tool like this is only as good as your ability to actually use it well. Now, I told you there was a second tool that pairs with this. Let me show you. It's called NanoBanana 2 Lite. It's Google's fastest, most cost-efficient image model in their NanoBanana family. It spits out an image from text in about 4 seconds, and it still keeps your text readable and your characters consistent. The reason it matters here is the combo. You use NanoBanana 2 Lite to make an image fast, then you hand that image straight to OmniFlash and turn it into a video. Image to video, back to back, really quickly. That's the whole workflow those demo apps are built on. NanoBanana 2 Lite is live right now in Google AI Studio, the Gemini API, AI mode in search, the Gemini app, and a bunch of other Google products. So it's easy to get your hands on. So who actually needs this? If you make short videos, this is huge. You can go from an idea to a finished short in minutes instead of hours. If you teach or explain things, that real world knowledge part means you can make explainer clips that are actually correct, not just clips that look correct. And if you're building any kind of brand or content library, the mix of fast images and fast video editing means you can make a lot quickly without a film crew or a pile of complicated editing software. The AI world moves fast and most tools honestly come and go. But this one feels like a real shift because talking to your video instead of fighting with it changes what one single person can make on their own. If you want the full process, SOPs, and 100 plus AI use cases like this one, join the AI Success Lab. Links in the comments and description. You'll get all the video notes from there, plus access to our community of 75,000 members who are crushing it with AI. And if you're about to go try OmniFlash yourself, here's my honest heads up. The first thing you'll run into is that 3 edit limit and figuring out how to plan your changes around it. You'll also hit little snags with keeping your characters consistent when you switch scenes. That's exactly the stuff we work through together inside the AI Profit Boardroom with the tutorials, the coaching calls, the roadmaps, and the tested prompts all built around this exact tool. So you get past the frustrating part and start making things you're actually proud of a lot faster.